Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power here in magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Kind of a rainy, lazy day. It's been raining all morning and all day, off and on. Every time I try to get out of my bike, I get soaked, so I gave up trying, which is all right. So what do? I just stayed in and been doing kettlebell all morning and knocking off videos. Anyway, this story, I love this story. I love this story. I might have done one on another. I don't remember. But you saw the thumbnail. Steve Freed's Mutant. No other word describes what this guy does. But the cool thing about it is, and he's the first one to tell you, there's nothing there that anybody else can't do. He's not a big guy. He's not an athlete. He's not a strong guy. Well, he's a strong guy now, and we'll get that. But he wasn't when he started. Now, it's a very much an extraordinary story. And let me stop with this. The other thing that really drew me to his story is he and I went to the same music conservatory in New York City. We weren't there at the same time. He's a little bit older than me. But he... the Mannes College of Music in New York City, and he is a musician. And he was living in New Jersey with a PhD in choral conducting, and he was working at churches and synagogues and different choral and making a nice living. Anyway, one day he's about to walk down the stairs, and he had this blinding, intense pain in his back. Fell down the stairs. Okay? As it turned out, he had ruptured 3 vertebrae, I believe it was 3, in his back. Now, the medics came and got him, again, because he couldn't move. He couldn't move. The pain was just so intense. They thought he hurt his back by the fall. No. The pain in his back caused the fall, which, chicken or the egg, who cares? I mean, as it turned out, they gave him a whole lot of painkillers and told him life was not going to be good, that he was probably going to spend most of his life in a wheelchair. Well, along with the pain, along with the dependency on the pain pills, a family that he had, that just wasn't an option. So he started researching all things health and fitness. All things health and fitness. And he stumbled across, like I did at some point, our boy Pavel Tsatsouline. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right, but he is the absolute godfather of kettlebells in this country. Another video, we won't get into that. But what he did was, he started with the kettlebells, okay? And even though he still has to monitor his back, ruptured vertebrae do not heal. But what he did was, and is continuing to do, his back, the muscles surrounding that vertebrae are so strong that with proper posture and all that, he takes all the strain off these ruptured vertebrae. Now, not only is he not spending his life in a wheelchair, he's absolutely killing it with strength, flexibility, and endurance come from Pavel and kettlebells. He is a level 2 certification from Pavel's Strong First. I got the level. I mean, it's really, really difficult to get level 2 and on. So he's a big mucky muck with the Strong First movement. But also, man, he is, check this out, he is several years running a national champion in the deadlift for his age group. Now, he's in his 60s. I believe it's late 60s. Guys, he weighs 135 pounds. Wait a minute. 135, or does he compete? Yeah. 135. He's a very slight guy. And he's deadlifting over 300 pounds. He is deadlifting over 300 freaking pounds. He's a national champion. With three blown out vertebrae in his back. And on top of that, his feats of strength and flexibility are absolutely incredible. Now, you all know of the Damme split. Okay? This is the guy's flexibility. And he was supposed to spend his life in a wheelchair gulping fentanyl and OxyContin and everything. It's extraordinary what the guy has done. He's a freaking mutant. That's the thumbnail. And not only does the Van Damme, but he does the Van Damme lift, where he was suspended over 2 boxes in the split. Well, I'll show a video down below. Okay? But, and he is lifting weights while he's doing this. I mean, guys, I can't begin to tell you how difficult that is. But I tell you, this guy, extraordinary enough, this guy is an average Joe, an average Steve. It's not LeBron James. But speaking of LeBron James, there is nobody, very, very few people in sports that have more strength, flexibility, endurance than Steve, the 60-plus-year-old guy, musician out in New Jersey. LeBron James can't deadlift 300 pounds, and he sure as hell can't do a split. Tom Brady? Pfft, neither. We can go right down the list. We can go right, Mike Trout can't do that. Guys, it's extraordinary what the guy's done. And at some point, I am going to get in touch with him and pick his brain and find out how to do all this. Because quite frankly, I wrote him an email. And the first email was nothing more than, "You've got what I want." And I'll tell you what, after looking at him, every athlete in the world should be knocking on this guy's door because he's got what we all want. Now, he's not a great basketball player. He can't jump. He doesn't have the skills. That's not the point. But for strength, flexibility, endurance, he's better than any athlete going. Now, there are pro football players that may be able to deadlift more than him. They can't do the split. There are ballet dancers that can do the split, but they certainly can't do the deadlift. We'll go right down the combination of strength, flexibility, endurance is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. And Steve, maybe I'll send you a copy of this. And just bravo. Bravo. And I guess he says his back is an ongoing issue. It's never going to go away. As I said, they do not rejuvenate themselves. Okay? So I guess before he works out, before he does a class of kettlebell, before he does a deadlift, whatever the case may be, he goes through all these sort of different juggling acts. He can just sort of get things in place, and then he's ready to go. But it's extraordinary. What he did was, I said, he took the stress completely 100% off his injured back. And he's doing things now. If it wasn't for the back injury, I'm sure he probably wouldn't have gone this way. And he wouldn't be where he is today. It's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful story. And as I said, capital letters KBNJ.com. Type that into Google and go read his bio with more info than I'm giving to you here. But definitely check it out. And keep in mind, guys, you look at his videos, he's got a couple hundred videos. There is nothing there you can't do. It just has to be done a certain way. All right? All right. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.